Alright, ladies and gents, welcome to another video. So this is low blood sugar, how to solve quickly and effectively. So resolving hypoglycemia is just a fancy name for low blood sugar. Based on past variables, so for example exercise, insulin still in our system, still on board, that's still working, food, is it likely that our blood sugar is going even lower, staying steady at a lower level than it should, or rising? These are the kind of questions we should be asking ourselves and trying to think about. We should have a set in stone hypocorrection or low blood sugar correction, something with a very high glycemic index, so something that affects blood sugar very rapidly. For example, dextrose tablets. These are something that are 97% glucose or sugar, so they tend to work very quickly. If our blood sugar is low and we think it's staying steady, then correct for that amount of blood sugar, or that blood sugar, should I say. But if our blood sugar is low and we think it's going lower, then we'd have to correct for that current blood sugar plus some extra to account for the fact that we think it's going lower. In terms of the quantity of sugar or glucose to correct to hypo, 1 gram of glucose or sugar raises blood sugar by about 0.3 millimoles or 5 milligrams in someone who's 140 pounds or 10 stone, and it'll raise it by roughly half as much in someone who's twice the weight. A dextro energy tablet, for example, weighs 3.3 grams, which is roughly 3 grams of glucose or sugar per tablet. Therefore, if we're 140 pounds or 10 stone, and our blood sugar is steady at 1 millimole or 18 milligrams, we need 5 dextrose tablets to get it up to 5 millimole or 90 milligrams. If it's 2 millimole or 36 milligrams, we need 3.5 dextrose tablets to get it to 5 millimole or 90 milligrams. And if it's 3 millimole or 54 milligrams, then we need 2.5 to 3 dextrose tablets to get it to 5 millimole or 90 milligrams. And as I said before, if we think it's going lower still, then we have to have extra tablets to account for the fact that our blood sugar is continuing to go lower. One thing I will say is that the lower our blood sugar is, the more likely we are to overeat and overcompensate, and that's basically because low blood sugar can be thought of as basically starving on a cellular level, so it's very easy to overeat when we're sort of literally starving. So it's obviously a good thing to try and correct low blood sugar as quickly as we can, to try and not only avoid the damage that it does to the body, but also avoid us overeating and end up on a bit of a roller coaster, whereby we have to correct for a high blood sugar later on from overcompensating. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you found this useful. Please do provide any comments or queries down in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.